my big idea to bring the education worknet center. And I guess you want to hear me. So our most efficient year, we sold the shopping center, and it's now in private hands. I don't believe a village should be owning shopping centers, but we did it to enhance our diverse community. And to this day, Harper and Elgin Community College are working together supporting that, and they're doing a great job. The new owner also supports that. He has 9 children, so I think the notion of supporting education is high in his mind. We built a new fire station this past year, and Chief has had his nose to the grindstone on that. We saved money with grants and whatnot. We did not have to raise taxes, and the key component, there's no debt. $9.2 million, no debt. I don't know how the manager does it, but she has Remy for her treasurer. Is Remy in the room? No, she's hiding. She doesn't even give me 2 cents. So they have a great way of doing that. Our new John Park development, we signed off on that. The board has approved it. 80 townhomes across the street. Our large capital plan with an IEPA loan. The Illinois, environmental, whatever. It's a good loan for replacing water. It's a low interest loan, and we qualified for the next 5 or 6 years, so we can continue. The town is old enough, we need to replace water mains. We've initiated a low-cost crime rate. I combined 2 of them. Here, our crime rate is the lowest in the history of this community. The support of the community for quality policing is there, and that continues with the fire department. We are really blessed with quality on both fronts. 390 Phase 1. The Phase 1 is about $4 million. I was trying to find ways to get that so we can get that, the end of 390 completed over to County Farm Road. The tollway came to me, and they said, Brad, you've been supporting us for over 10 years with this expansion. I've been the liaison for the tollway with the mayors, and so they acknowledged they're going to pay for it end to end by 27. So I'm really excited about that. That's $4 million for Phase 1. I don't know what a $2 million, what a Phase 2 cost, but the work itself, it's got to be over 20 million. So just moving that road over as a ramp, that's good news. Our final creek bank flood prevention program is around Fox School, has been completed. Nice collaboration with Schaumburg on that. We've had a balanced budget for 9 years without a property tax increase. That's significant. You know, we don't have a wood field to support us. We don't have those kind of things, but quality staff that work together and support this community in an exceptional way. And so manufacturing in our town is, RGM stayed. They were getting ready to move to Kentucky or Texas. They had some great offers. They decided to stay. We have a wonderful working relationship with our manufacturers. Andrew took out like a $50 million loan. He bought the building, which was a huge investment. So they're just starting on that. And he's already hired 12 employees, and he's expect to hire another 50. So that's on a road of production for our community, and great thanks to our staff that work together in an exceptional way. And Juliana, thank you. I know you're here somewhere. Oh, you're hiding. Juliana likes to hide. She doesn't like to get caught in my photographs. So, can I put this down and use this thing? The mayor can be a tough act. I don't like standing behind podiums, but I think I need to do that this morning. So good morning on behalf of the village staff, on behalf of my board. The board is exceptional. They care, they're involved, and we're planning to move ahead. I think I ought to kind of follow my agenda here. So I see some board members are here, many distinguished guests. Deputy Mayor Porter is here. Trustee Bancoli is here. Trustee Kunkel is here, but many supporting thanks to Trustee Albeck, Trustee Gutierrez, and Bob Prigge, our trustees. And Village Clerk Merrill is here, and she keeps me out of trouble. Said, Mr. Mayor, what are you thinking? Oh, okay, I get that. So to our staff additionally, thank you, Juliana, for all you do. Our mission statement, you can read that. I try to follow it, but my thoughts are Hanover Park is a welcoming community. We've been a welcoming community as long as I've been the mayor. We are diverse, we are supportive. Our banks continue to assist us with the CRA initiative, which is a federal Community Reinvestment Act, and our one bank, Wintrust in particular, and have been there for us continuously. So I'm really pleased to speak to that, supporting our mission statement. And this coming year, we're working on a new strategic plan. And you can see Friday, I think it was Friday, we all got together for our Spirit and High Morale initiative. High morale. People work hard for the village of Hanover Park, for the people of our community. Our support staff is excellent. And you can see all coming together with the heart. We're talking about a 7-point initiative to save your heart. I've been working with that with the Move with the Mayor initiative, and I'm really pleased with that. Our, pardon me, our given February is American Heart Month. It's something that we thought we'd step out with, so I'm very supportive of that. You'll see that on my website. You'll see it on the village site. Our police social worker, I want to speak to that. She's in this picture. I know many communities are talking about social workers on their police department. Trish Rossi, I don't see her in the room. She's probably working hard, doing her thing, has been with us for 25 years. 10 years before that, I think I was just starting as trustee, that we kicked that off. So the support that Hanover Park's been engaged with our social worker is superb and excellent, and is the model for everybody else. And annually, she reaches out to all of the social workers in the school, and we come together. They come together and talk about how we're serving Hanover Park. And it's a huge influence to how our police department works within our community, and it's very helpful. Our Kids at Hope, which is a big deal for the mayor because it's a belief system. I think it weighs about $1,000 on our budget, so it's not about being at the strength of cost, but it's about the strength of caring for our children and our community in general, where all children are capable of success. No exceptions. We don't accept anyone. We work with our children. I visit the schools regularly, part of my initiative, caring for our kids. So that's my school outreach. My walking for our committee thing is capturing the 10,000 steps is one of those components. I hope you'll take a look at that. Our key goals, next slide, is I will be touching on each as I move through this. You can see the 6 items, and I'll be moving on with all of that. I invited all our state representatives, and I'd like to thank those that came today. Ms. Sanalitro is here with us, and they were all invited. They may be afraid of the snow coming. Of course, the mayor's habit of going on for an hour or more on these things, and I think I've got it pretty much boiled down to make sense of the whole thing. So, thank you, Jennifer, for coming today. Moving on. Financial health, we've had a balanced budget for as long as I can remember. Juliana is really strong on that, which initiates a zero property tax levy, which we haven't had for 9 years. And to do that, save money, indicating our distinguished for 35 years as a levy increase, our GFOA, that's the Government Finance Officers Association recognition. That's been going on for 35 years. And for 38 years, we've been on the certificate side. So the first couple of years, learned the process, and now it's a normal thing that we are recognized. Not all communities get that. Most try, we're there. So one of the things I want to articulate around is the flat tax. And what that means is we work on the EAV to bring the EAV up. The values of our property drives that rate down. And so that's a quality thing. Our homes are increasing in value. That's good for Hanover Park. I don't read these line for line, can you tell? So our nearly $30 million in private sector investment in 2024. Our GM alone took out a loan for over $50 million on their expansion this year. They've already added 10 new jobs and are planning for over 50 additionally. That kind of investment in my opportunities with them kept them local, and they're proud to be a part of Hanover Park and serving their residents and their employees in an exceptional way. Many work there from Hanover Park. 15 new businesses opened in 2024, including 7 new family-friendly restaurants. I like friendly restaurants. I haven't missed too many meals, you can probably tell. New development has been approved, an 80-unit townhome development project. That was approved, we're signing off on that. It's always something new to sign off, and by April, we should be seeing some movement over there. What I like, my wife really likes, those big signs on Lake Street, they're gone. They went out the door. Look, I'm hearing this is a $40 million investment. So, happy for Hanover Park. Caputo's spoke to Robertino this morning. He's happier than ever. Opening Caputo's, they spent over $3 million. They've added 112 jobs, and they're happy that Lake Street is now opened up. They about shut it down as they reopened, and that was, I got a few phone calls on that, and coordinated with the Region 1 IDOT. We become buddies now. He answers my phone when I call. Ignite, we had a wonderful grand opening there. I just heard from them. They're really pleased working with Hanover Park. They call it a medical resort. Okay. But they're happy here, and they're moving on. Several of our manufacturing businesses are successful in Hanover Park. They like working with us, and our business after hours is the component that helps keep them in touch with the municipality and informed. So I'm really pleased with all that. I've got the facade improvement program. That's been working nicely. The village reimbursed 50% of the costs up to $25,000. The board likes it when we try to help our local businesses, and this is a nice way to get that started. Wintrust has assisted, offering up to $2,500 in additional funds, so thank you to them. And I'm pleased within a couple of photos there that you see are showing some of the facade improvements. The one on the bottom there is looks like a wood front, and I'm looking forward to that opening. It's a Korean something barbecue place. I like food, so that sounds like it's up my alley. Some of our accomplishments, a lot of thanks here to Public Works. They always end up working the toughest projects on the coldest days if a water main breaks. My street alone a couple of years ago had 5 breaks, and those poor guys were out there like in the coldest of weather. We finally got around to fixing it. That was a really important one and one of the oldest initiatives. So we're moving through the town exceptionally well. Our road maintenance is coming along with rejuvenating a lot of our streets, so we're moving ahead with that. We even purchased, the board-approved purchase of a couple of years ago, special equipment, a smaller 4-foot wide patch, so we just don't throw tar in a hole, but we can fix a line of holes where they're occurring. The Hanover Highlands water main replacement, the whole summer, you replace the water main, then you got to follow up and replace the street, then you've got to replace everybody's grass, and right through the summer and into the school year. It was a lot of work. It's completed. The neighbors were angry with me. Now they're happy. So getting through all those tough things. I didn't even take my car out of storage this summer because I wasn't going to drive it down that crazy street. So wastewater treatment, our UV disinfection. We've had wonderful support from Congressman Krishnamurthy. He likes investing in infrastructure, the kind of things that make a community exceptionally well. We have a sewer plant. I always mispronounce what it is, but it's a STP plant, and that sewer is, we've got nice enhancement on it rather than waiting and costing us twice as much. He's been wonderful assistance with that. Our West Branch Project of the Year was awarded for our work completing that. It was a collaboration with Schaumburg, and together we completed that. 1,500 feet of stabilization of the sides of call it the creek. They now call it the DuPage River Extension or whatever they call it. But working together, grant funded. We got from IEPA, MWRD, and DCEO, different organizations. So we work effectively for our grants and our extensions to these other organizations to keep our taxes low. And that helps big time. We replaced, we fixed the bridge at Ann Fox. In the middle of all this, we discovered we had to close the bridge. Close the bridge, it's access to the school. There was, boy, my ear got wrung out on that one. And, but we found a way to extend the life of the bridge through quality engineering approach, and it's good for another 15 years. The superintendent over at District 54 took a look at it, and he said, I think you're right on. I would do the same thing. Replace that bridge, it's over $300,000. If we can get it done for $40,000 to get it over the hump, we've saved our residents a ton of money. So good work on that evaluation. TJ's smiling back there. He likes a little pat in the back. Anyway, moving on, community image and identity. People tell me all the time what we've done along Irving Park Road really makes a difference. What we've done along Lake Street makes a difference. Where we have the medians, they look good. We keep the flowers popping over there, whatever. It looks nice. When you come through Hanover Park, it shows the view of our community that's about quality, it's about caring, and we like what we look like. So our fire station was completed, Fire Station 16. The chief has given me a couple walkthroughs on that with individuals that really care. The neighbors over there were not too happy we were putting a tire station there, but when it was completed, they all said, you know, that was the right thing to do. And their street was in bad shape. So while we did that, we took care of their street. Additionally, that was in bad shape, and now it's looking pretty good. We even put some, not curbs, I forget what you call it, but something to keep the road together on the side. They like their rural look to that neighborhood. So that's all good. Nice things. We reintroduced the police academy. I was a part of that way before I was ever the mayor or a trustee, and I really enjoyed that. I think we brought it back. We're working on that to bring residents in for a 10-week program, some hands-on opportunities. We've also partnered with the alignment collaboration. Herb and I are engaged in that. Herb more than me, because we just, I seem to have something on my agenda every day. So that's a great support initiative with our internship. So children that are not expected to go to Harvard can find ways to have hands-on jobs, whether it's in the community, fire department, police department, jobs that pay well, and I call them head of household jobs. So we're introducing that internship, and I like it. I like the intern. I'm always an advocate for that, and Herb has been very supportive as well as the rest of the board. And being a veteran, I very much believe in hiring veterans. This is our 5th year being acknowledged by the Department of Labor. 2 communities in the state of Illinois are acknowledged for that, and we're one for 5 years. When we bring on a veteran, they come with skills. They come with willing to work, come to work on time, willing to provide leadership, because that's been their style in the military. And they're all about partnership, leadership, and working as a team. So that's been a huge plus for us. I could talk for an hour about quality of our police and fire and how we fund that. We have quality equipment, quality education, and quality leadership that leads them through that. Our effective governance, Hanover Park was in the newspaper yesterday about low crime, the lowest in the history of this community. We have run Part 1 crimes under 200 at 192. A former police chief called our chief up and said, "Oh, you're cooking the books." Chief says, "I wouldn't dare." Those kind of numbers reflect on not only the leadership of this community, but the residents of this community that are not afraid to call 911 to keep us informed about what's going on. And so it's not just the leadership, the mayor running this town, it's about the collaboration throughout Hanover Park to support quality communities with low crime, with quality caring for one another. We see that. I'm in the school, and that's an extension of that. Okay, I mentioned schools. When I get in the classroom, I ask the kids, what does it take to keep your teacher happy? Do you know what it does? You know what that is? Well, they're guessing all over the place, and I tell them, do your homework. If you do your homework, the teacher will be happy. And every time I turn to the teacher, and they're smiling. And I said, you no longer need to tell kids to do their homework. You tell them the mayor has dictated you do your homework, because I want happy teachers. And they have, I have a little fun with that, but they get it. They understand. And I said, take care of those you sit next to. They're probably from someplace else. Hanover Park is a diverse community. We have multiple languages spoken at home. And so care for each other in the classroom as you do, as I expect you will in the neighborhood. Care for one another. Hanover Park is a welcoming, caring community. And what else have I got here? West Suburban Fire Rescue Alliance. Hanover Park in this last year, I think it was this last year, was invited to join the alliance. 12 fire departments, is that 18? 8 said, we'd like Hanover Park to join with us and provide us, work together. Well, hallelujah. They should have called years ago, but they finally figured out that we're doing some really good work, and thank you to our chiefs who are here. You're providing that leadership and that experience to them, and we stand up together. I look ahead. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not at an hour. I'm moving along here. So next, we used this last year, the Daniel Burnham quote. Make no little plans. We are not making little plans. We are pushing the envelope, probably comprehensive plan. We're in the middle of that. Now, if you have a chance to come in and offer some advice and counsel to us, the board is looking forward to working on a comprehensive plan which will provide for our future. We want to go where the residents want us to be. So it's important we hear back from you. It'll drive me crazy because I like to attend every meeting in town, but I can't attend all those. But please find the time to come back and attend. We're revisiting our strategic plan. Our strategic plan is our evaluation guidelines for staff. And we're looking at some changes to the ordinances. We've got to embed that into our strategic plan so that staff knows they've got to work on those things that are important. And so the strategic plan timed out last year. This year we're got some changes on the board, so it'll be good to sit down and put together our strategic plan for the future. And we have some changes we're looking forward to establishing, and I think they're all good for the Village of Hanover Park. Let's see. I could read all that stuff, but you can see no property tax increase. We're working hard on that. I don't know where the state's going, but hopefully they continue to support us. They've got a $3.2 billion debt that they don't know where the money's coming from, but I got a feeling the governor's got deep pockets, so we'll see where that ends up. But don't be cutting our local government distributive fund. We've been pretty strong about that. I was with the mayor of Chicago in D.C. I went to D.C. with the U.S. Conference of Mayors. We were visiting the Spanish, what do you call it, ambassador's house, in Washington. And so the mayor of Chicago is standing there. And I've met with him a few times. And I just walk up and say, how's it going? And he goes, I'm after the governor. I want all my 10% of the local government distributive fund. And I said, well, good luck. We've been working on that for a long time. So, it's like lead follower, get out of the way. He's trying to provide some leadership there. The city of Chicago needs every dollar they can grab onto. I said, but don't be taking it away from us. He gets it. He said, I get it. Some upcoming special events. Herb is providing some leadership at the Celebration Party Room for Black History Month. I've created a proclamation. It's on my desk, I think. I signed it this morning. And so Herb, I have that for you. I'll be there. We have excellent recognition for Black History Month, some of the things we've done, the extra work we provide. So Herb, thank you very much for your leadership on that. Trustee Bencoli has been working additionally for recognizing some of that. I assume you'll be there Saturday morning? Good, good. Got to keep everybody together, support for our community. Restaurant Week, we're acknowledging Restaurant Week, March 7th through 16th. I suppose there's a list somewhere where I can go and catch some special meals, right? Restaurant week means we save $1 or $2. I'm going to have to get a bigger belt. I don't know. Our Resource Day, our community Kids at Hope Resource Day, May 5th. Is it May 5th? I thought it was May 3rd. The 3rd. Yeah, so this says May 5th. But it's the 3rd, it's on a Saturday, typically 10 to 1 or something like that in the morning. We get a nice support from our schools, from the social workers come together. The mayor's there. I take photos with everybody that wants a photo with the mayor. And so it's a great event. And the notion is to give parents an idea what organization their kids can get involved with during the summer. So scouting is there, dance clubs are there, band is there from the different school. So it's a great observation. We have our community apiary open house. Trustee Bancoli has taken the lead on that. It's going to be excellent. I hope I'm in town. Last year I was in Washington I don't like missing that. I like that fresh honey, you know. So I hope that we got a date that works. So on with Juneteenth is another celebration. Herb has been instrumental in assisting us with that, and it looks good. We have a nice turnout. People appreciate hearing the history, and I'm all about the history, so learning some of that history is excellent. Our movies in the park. People love movies in the park. Take the whole family, sit in the park. Lions Club is out there making popcorn, Cops Day picnic. I love our Cops Day picnic. It's, we get more police departments that show up. Chief, do you know how many police departments come? Huh? Dozens, yeah, there's a lot of them. They bring all their equipment. Some bring their dogs. Dogs like to bark at me, but that's okay. It's a great opportunity for policing in our community, our welcoming community, our caring community, our police department. Ever since I've been the mayor, back in '07, we started visiting the schools, walking through the schools, police and fire. And we didn't change that. When people were afraid of the police, not in Hanover Park. We've had that initiative. The superintendents have supported, all the principals support it. And when I'm in the school with the kids, I tell them, hey, they're here for you. Say hi. Say hi when you see them. It'll make their day, believe it or not. And hopefully that's happening. And our summer soiree, that was, did I say that right? Soiree? I don't know. What? Soiree? The mayor has a language situation with funny names. But anyway, August 16th, that's always a lot of fun. We had a light show, laser light show. I had no clue what they were going to do, but it was pretty cool. In our Veterans Day event on YouTube, we had one of the finest speakers come to us last November and spoke about Veterans Day, the history of Veterans Day, his experience with his father, who was a high-level general or in the Army working to support veteran type, support our country and whatnot. And then we have our hallmark initiative. Village clerk has converted all that, and it's a loving event for everybody that comes, and that's our tree lighting on December 5th. And I'm so excited about that because Mission Church collects toys from God knows where. And so Santa is there. John Kunkel made a chair for Santa, and we acknowledged him recently for his good work on building that chair. If you haven't seen it, it's big, it's pretty, and it can hold any size Santa. So that's out there, and we store that the rest of the year. I don't know what more I can say except to show my appreciation for the board and their support for this staff. The staff has the finest morale of any that I've seen. They all came together on Friday, and we took that photo can you jump back to that photo? Who's managing this thing? But we brought all the employees together to talk about the health and welfare. And they all came in, took a quick picture, and give me an opportunity to thank every employee for their good work in the village of Hanover Park. They go the extra mile. There's a strong level of cooperation. There's a strong level of morale. They go the extra mile. I love seeing them working in the street. I'll stop and say, "How you guys doing?" "Oh, we love it here, Mayor." And they're full of dirt and they're digging in the holes. But that's a public works thing. And so many thanks to them. It's been a few years since I bought them all some pizza after some major storms. But they earn every dollar and they support us exceptionally well. So with that, I'm going to, what's the last page say? You're done, Mayor. We've had enough of you. But I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for coming today. It means a lot. We are live online with my words of wisdom for whatever they're worth. But this is a caring community, and we all in this room contribute to that. So to each of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much.